welcome back. It's been a while, partly because I couldn't really think of any videos to really make because I haven't really done that much work on the car. Just been enjoying it, but want to have a quick go through basically a post Nürburgring check. Good news is I made it, the car made it, yeah, which I'm not massively surprised, but basically I got the car back about 18 hours before we were leaving, so I didn't really have much time to drive it or anything like that, so I sort of learned a lot about the car on the journey. One of the things I learned was it doesn't have any cup holders in the front, which is like a bit annoying, basically. Not the end of the world, but still mega annoying. But yeah, apart from that, it was pretty good. And one quick question, and partly because when my mechanic was changing the cam belt, he commented to say that he reckoned the turbo was new, basically, but he didn't know if it was uprated or anything like that. Now the car's got an MTC intake pipe, and then I don't know, is it like ram air filter, something like that, but like basically like it's super whistly, super responsive. So when you're just like part throttle, just cruising along, so at like 60, 70, 80 miles an hour on the motorway, but like not on boost, it's sort of whistling, is like gagging to get going. And thinking back to my 200SX days, I had a oh god, a T28R turbo on one of them, which was it was the ball bearing one, and it was similar, like, so it was spooled up like a lot quicker, and yeah, it was just a question whether that was sort of normal, with the noise and everything like that. Either way, it goes really well. Went to the Nürburgring with one of my mates in a Stage 2 Mark 5 Golf GTI. This was much quicker. Yeah, pickup, etc. Like it was just yeah, a lot quicker. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know how modified it really is, and bang it on the rolling road at some point. But yeah, either way, let's sort of go around the car because it's been like a little while. I think last time you guys saw it, all the wheels were curbed and smashed to bits, and now they're not. So let's have a look. So just to prove that the car is in one piece, it's actually just started to rain. That's well annoying. Obligatory Nürburgring sticker. Ooh. So yeah, the wheels, last time you guys saw them, yeah, they were black and absolutely curbed. So now they're gunmetal and no longer curbed, but yeah, it's quite a nice sort of subtle colour, but yeah, I like them. The other thing that I was umming and ahhing about before I went was what tyres. Now I went for the Bridgestone Potenza Sports. I was going to go for some Nankangs, but the reason I didn't is because the weather kept changing before we were going to go, and it basically said it was going to rain, and I was like, oh fuck it. So I had a quick look and just see what tyres were good in the rain and the dry, and they're the ones that came up. As it turned out, it actually didn't rain, but it did rain on the way there, so I don't know. But yeah, pretty happy with the tyres, to be fair. Yeah, no complaints. The brakes, I didn't end up changing the brakes. I was going to, but the pads had so much meat left on them, so I left them as they are. I think next time I go to the ring, I will change them. They were fine. I didn't really get any brake fade, but they just felt a touch on the spongy side. it's not, like, you know, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, I think I will uprate them. I don't know whether to go full extreme and just stick some 4 pots on, and I'll come back to that in a minute. So engine bay hasn't really changed that much. Obviously the uprated filter, etc, etc. Before I went, I had full service, cam belt, new water pump, etc. So just for peace of mind, really. As I mentioned earlier on about the turbo, I just, without stripping it all down and having a proper look, I can't really tell. Yeah, not sure, but either way, it does go really well. Probably not going to change too much. Going to get proper the MTC hard pipe kit, which I was going to try and get before I went, but I just ran out of time, basically. So I'm going to get that, and apart from that, we're not going to change too much in here in the near future. I ended up mounting the computer thing just to the right, just there. It was down there, but I stuck it there because it was quite useful, basically. I changed it so I had all the settings, obviously coolant, oil temperature, MPG if you really want to do that, but I had speed and stuff like that on there as well. And it also can clear your engine management light issues if you happen to have a decap or anything like that, and you need to clear your lambda sensor issues, so it can do that. But yeah, it's quite good. I didn't find, obviously the car's got a standard radiator, but I never got the temperature above 93, even when absolutely ragging it. So pretty happy with that. Oil temperature again, like, stayed really solid. So yeah, that was good, but really pleased I got that extra sort of peace of mind for that. But basically, as you may or may not know, I got this car for 1,650 quid off Copart. Did a bit of work on it to get it sort of back on the road, and now the question is, what do I do with it? Because initially I was just going to sell it, and that was, you know, that was going to be the end of that. But I really liked it. Like, it was a great car. Did everything I wanted to do for it. I had to did everything I wanted it to do. That's right. And you know, apart from a cup holder, it was really good. So the question is, yeah, what do I do with it now? I've obviously got a daily, and I've got a couple of other cars that I'm sort of messing around with to fix up and sell. So I can either get rid of this, sell it, put the money back into something else, do the same again, build a little fun car, or basically turn this into a fast road and track car. But I don't know how much I'd get to use it, is the only thing. But yeah, like, I don't know. This is why I haven't made a video, because honestly, I don't know, like, I spend some evenings looking short shift kits. I keep looking at the 1 Point Technologies kit, and they're absolutely banging. And, like, you know, getting it to 400, 500 brake horsepower, going a bit mental with it, stripping it out, roll cage, stuff like that. But then I remember it's only done 55,000 miles, and I'm like, well, someone else might get more enjoyment from it. So yeah, I really don't know. So open to thoughts and ideas. But yeah, for the time being, the car is in one piece, running like an absolute dream. But what's next? Give me some ideas. Laters.